Oh. Hey, welcome, guys. I did it again where I thought I was live at 11 o'clock and I just realized that there were no responses. So here we are. It's 11:07. Hope you guys weren't waiting too long. I will get this live stream down. I will. So, anyways, thanks for holding. Welcome back to another live stream. If you do not know who I am, my name is Joshua Sohn. I am a live stream YouTuber now, but I also do film and games. Currently working on a TV show with my boss Christian Davis, and we are doing Dwight in Shining Armor on the fifth season. So the reason why I do these live streams is to challenge myself to see how fast I can work within a allotted amount of time. So the time I've given myself is 2 hours. So within the 2 hours, my hope is to write something from start to end. It won't sound finalized in terms of the mix, but at least for the composition, I'm aiming towards finishing the composition part. A couple announcements. I am now streaming in 1080p. So before it was 720p, I figured out how to do that without um, the choppiness that would happen. So if you guys notice any quality issues, just let me know in the chat. By the way, how am I sounding? Can you guys hear me? All right, and moving on, I've also decided to take out ads in the middle of these type of videos when I post them back onto YouTube after the live stream is over. Of course, you won't see any ads in real time when you watch it with me now. But for at least for later, if let's say you saw something, you want to come back to it in a week, you can do so without those ads coming in the middle of the videos. There will be ads in the start of the video and the end still. And the last announcement is I've written a small book called 10 Tips on Becoming a Better Composer. These are tips that I've learned over the years that I think will help you to be successful on your path and expand anything that you may have maybe overlooked or just forgotten. We've all been there where, we kind of are in this stage in our careers, and if you want to just up it to the next level, I think these tips will help you there. So the link in the description below. Okay, so we will go ahead and get started. The first thing that I will do is showcase these instruments. This is Jade Ethnic Orchestra. Huge thanks to Stress Off Sampling for making a wonderful library of these Far Eastern Asian instruments. They are comprised mainly of woodwinds or wind instruments, and then you have your plucked string instruments, and also your bowed string instruments. There's also a wonderful percussion section that I'll showcase. So I'll go ahead and play a little bit of everything, and then from there I will start my composition. So here we go. First thing is we have the DZ. So if we open this up, it's a pretty high range, so I'm going to kind of jump back and forth on my MIDI controller octaves. Let's see here. Oop. So this is a very high-pitched sound. It's kind of like a flute or piccolo. And also another thing I'd like to mention with Jade is how playable it is, as well as how predictable the layout is for each instrument. So meaning when there are times you want to make key switches, for instance, expression maps like in Cubase, you can do so, and you can just make one expression map, and I'm using this fancy lemur thing, but basically I'm just switching back and forth on these squares, and I can go ahead and do all that stuff. So That is really nice, and it actually saved me a lot of time when I was making this template. So here we go. Here's another thing. This one is a DC alto. So probably like either a fifth or an octave below the range of a soprano. Looking at the mod wheel, it looks like it's a dynamic crossfade. Also, some of these have more vibrato towards the upper half of the mod wheel as opposed to the bottom. Expression is still expression, and then volume, of course. And then any other fancy things like vibrato, I don't think they have. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems to be pretty straightforward, very, very playable. Shakuhachi. Great, great. And then moving on, you have a shung, which is kind of like a mouth accordion. You can play multiple notes usually with a shung, but I'm not too familiar, to be honest with you, on these instruments. This was a great learning experience for myself to learn as I go and play these type of instruments. But there's a fascinating relationship between these instruments and Western instruments. For instance, suona, I think is how you pronounce it. It's kind of like a trumpet, but it's very much a woodwind still. It's like a reed instrument, but it sounds kind of like a trumpet. So I'm gonna bring that up. So in the function of like a Chinese orchestra, if you see how their layout is, like you're gonna have these guys kind of more on the sides, where because it's so piercing, it actually does make for a nice trumpet type of line. With that being said, after this, then you have the shore, which is a Mongolian instrument. Okay. Great, great. And then, yeah, there's a drone, so I should mention that. So, a lot of times you play this with a multiphonics with your voice, some throat singing. So cool. And moving on, Zhao. Yep, and let me see. I think does this have extra effects? Okay, no. There's some that have flutter, so I should also mention here. It's kind of cool to have these other expressions. Was it maybe the DC or Hulusi? Sona? One of these do. Let's see, Shakuhachi. Huh. I think I just opened up all of them, but okay. So I know one or two of these have flutter. I think maybe it was the shung actually. Going back here. Okay, so the shung has a flutter, so I should mention that here. And then going back with a key switch, it's kind of fun to play. Yeah. So and then the Zune, I'll just finish that off, is a kind of like an ocarina, and it's a egg-shaped like ceramic style flute, and this is how that sounds. Nice. Yeah. So moving on, there's the orange instruments here are your bowed strings, and then the yellow are your plucked strings. So I'll quickly go through these. Banhu is kind of like an erhu. Um, from what I've read, it's actually from a northern part of China. Um, and so it kind of has its own history, separate from, let's say, the erhu or the jinghu, zhonghu. I'm going to move these up here. So in succession, jinghu is kind of like an smaller erhu. So in a orchestra setting, a Chinese orchestra setting, jinghu would be kind of like, I don't know, maybe your lead, like your lead violins in a sense. Erhu also, I mean, that is pretty much your violins. Here's some other articulations. Here's a pizzicato. Very dry. And then what else? Oh yeah, some effects. Sounds like a horse. Yeah, very nice. So not all of them have all of these articulations. If you can see over here on my left window, I have an expression map for these instruments. So the erhu, if I open it up, you do see about 4 different patches. The first patch actually has 2 in there, so sustain and tremolo, whereas the other ones are just a separate individual patch. Zhonghu is also like an erhu. A lot of times it's played an octave below, doubling the erhu line. And if you guys are also interested in getting a library and want to learn more, you can actually click on these helpful help buttons here, and actually tells you more about the history, just fun facts, and the tuning of some of these instruments. Yeah, the tuning is also another thing to learn. Because I'm pretty familiar with Western type of instruments. Violins like the GDAE strings. With erhu, it's I believe GD or DA, I believe. Excuse me, there's only 2 strings, right? So D and A is usually the strings, and then I think the zhonghu is tuned G and D. Yeah, so G, the low G. Yeah, pretty wide octave range as well. I believe about 3 or 3.5. So moving on, yeah, there's also different types of erhus. Like this one's maybe more vibrato, village erhu. Kind of a little more. It still sounds great. Maybe it's just a little more like archaic sounding, or not as the build of that erhu is a little different probably. The dan ni is a Vietnamese instrument, and it's the equivalent of an erhu. It just has a different tone, but yeah, very similar. Marancure is a Mongolian string. And the reason why they did Mongolian strings with like a lower register is because in Chinese orchestras, they actually use cellos and basses a lot of times. So Jade decided to add another Asian instrument that's not Chinese, but has that low range. So I think I'll be using some of the Morin stuff, bass Morin as well. Let's see how low it goes. This is its lowest note, it's a B flat. Alright, so that'll be fun to work with. So I'm going to try to compose all within Jade today. To almost done here, just to show you a couple more things. I'm going to show you all of these instruments here, and then the percussion. There are a few other ones that I haven't actually really mentioned. There's some vocal stuff and there's some pads, which is really nice too. So here we go. Here's some plucked instruments. The ruan. It almost sounds like a nice guitar lute. Yeah, so, but of course you would use like a different scale, so. Okay, articulation wise, let's see, you have some, oh yeah, okay. So you have sustain and tremolo, and then the chords. So on these chords, I'm gonna change this over to this one. Alright, there you go. Okay, so chords are nice for some tremolo type of playing. The Da Ruan is a bigger version of the Zhong Ruan, so it has a deeper range. So that would be fun to work with. I might use that. The pipa, next one. So from what I've seen, it's really common to do those tremolos in your melodies, and then pipa actually you can like play the bass line along with the tremolo. So it's really fun to learn this type of playing or this style of music. So this it gives me some ideas. Okay, so the gu jin, it's a zither instrument. If you want to see a visual, it looks like that. Has a pretty low range too. Gujin. Moving on, the Yangjin, or actually Yangjin. So, what's cool about this is you can do glissandos in a way, but you would have to try glissandos with maybe like chromatics, something like that for Yangshin, the way it's designed, or better yet, like in a guqing. Let's see here. It might be better to use like a pentatonic scale as you glissando, something like that. That sounds cool too, so we'll experiment with that. Guzheng is also another zither type of instrument. I think you play this with your fingers, like the gujin, and then the yangjin that I had earlier is played with like a mallet. And wrap it up here, we have two more, the yujin. Yujin is kind of like a smaller pipa, so what I'll do, I'm gonna move that over here. Okay. So very high. Let's compare that with the pipa. Oops. A lot of vibrato in the upper mod wheel. Now go back to Yujin. So it's not as bright sounding in that register, at least. I think it sounds a lot brighter and the upper register, I'm guessing. And the last one here is the Sanjian. Sanjian. So um, now, of course, I'm playing this like a piano player would, but also just to mention, it's really important to try to think as the instrument or the player itself. And there's 3 strings on this one, so I just did a faux pas by playing 4 notes, and not in that style as far as the notes and strings are arranged. So that's something to think about as you're composing something like this. Sounds kind of like a banjo. Sanjian is the predecessor to the Japanese shamisen, very similar. Moving on, below here are the string ensembles. I won't really play much of this just because of time and also because you've already heard this, but it's basically an ensemble of that. So multiple players on the erhu and etc. Going to percussion, which is my last demonstration here, is just a wide variety of instruments. So the way this is shown, if you go over here, in the percussion folder, you have just one patch, but it's a very powerful engine, and it's called the X3M by Stressov. And what they do is, maybe I should just make a new instrument here below, just to show you. I like showing off stuff because, in case you're wondering if you want to get it yourself and what it has to offer, it's good to kind of give you an in-depth look. So here, this is a blank canvas. So on the zones, for instance, if I go to that, then you can pick one instrument, and you can see on the keyboard below, I'm playing all those notes. Well, actually, let's see. I'll mute that. Okay, so, alright, so I just loaded a dagu, and then if I go up from there, and I do like the rims, then another color pops up. It's really cool, so you can actually customize your instruments as such. They have multiple round robins, as you can see here, about up to 15 for some of these. So I'll go ahead and get out of that. So here's the dagu. Yeah, that would be fun to work with. We'll see. Hey Chris, how's it going, man? It's good to see you. And Jathan, no problem. I'll see you around. Let's see here. Let's move on. Got some Peking gongs. I skipped this one, and this one is another cymbal set. Bangu, Paiban, and Zuban. These are those wood blocks that you click and clack together. That'll be fun. Now, these are also wood blocks, but they're actually small wood blocks that you hit with the stick. And last, Ranat. I'm not sure actually what a Ranat is. Let's see what Jade says about that. Oh, actually, maybe they don't have that. Okay, so they don't explain what the instrument is in the percussion section, but that's okay. You can look it up. I'm guessing that is some kind of wood block as well. All right, so we got that done, and I hope that you guys learned something about that. Now what I'll do is go ahead and compose something. I don't have anything in mind per se, so this will be a challenge. I thought it would be fun to do something that's a little bit upbeat, and maybe it starts slow and then it just has like an upbeat section. So let's try a melody. Okay, so first thing is, how fast should we go? My tempo track is set to 1. That's crazy. Let's change that to 90. Let's go slower for a sec. Let's go 60. Okay, maybe 70. All right, so let's start with a Arhu. Okay, nice sketch. Let's listen back. Okay, great. So there's some sounds that I'm hearing that you might hear too. There's a kind of like a weird cutoff that's happening, and that's probably because I purged all the samples for each instrument so they can load up faster. But I'm just gonna reload the entire thing and see if that fixes it. Okay. Also, so that's one idea. Let's try another sketch, shall we? So I will. Let's just go here, duplicate. Okay, version 2. I'll do it again. Let's see. Two, 3, 4. Okay, it's a re-attack. Okay, yeah, so I guess what I'm hearing, yeah, it's just a bow that's re-attacking. That's okay. It's just a matter of making sure it doesn't happen in places where I don't want it to happen. Yeah, like right there. So maybe what I'll do is I can go to a different Arhu and see if that changes the expression on it. Yeah, that's better. I mean, as far as the bow that's re-attacking, that's gonna pose kind of issue as far as if it's exposed like this. That's actually even better. So let's see, from here, if we're starting kind of nice and mellow like this. It'd be cool to add some energy behind that, but I might start it out now with like a Da Ruan or Zhong Ruan. Tremolo. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Okay, let's try again. 2, 3. Oops, wrong chord. I think I'm doing the right chords. I'm just kind of winging it here. G. Okay, let's try that again. 2, 3. Okay, that'd be cool. There you go. Okay, so good bass. What's another thing I do? Oh yeah, I should probably get rid of the pedaling. I like to do that and just do full lengths, and then if they overlap, I will do legato. Okay. Let's just check this part. Yeah, so this one needs to go out more. Whoop. And then this one too. Sounds great. Okay, so what else? Maybe a Zhongran with that. I'll change a chord there. We're like adding a fourth in there. Okay, I'm forgetting my chords now. So here I'm going F, and then I'm going A. Okay, good, good, good. I'm gonna write this down. I like doing that as a good way to remember at least the chord progressions. This is like my lead sheet. So first note is D minor, our first chord. Then it goes to it's like a D added G kind of thing with an A. So what would that be? G add 13. Something like that. Where is it? 6? No, 11, I mean. Yeah, going fancy. I'll just say D minor, or over G, something like that, or G over D, G over D, G over. Not really. What would that be? I would say add 11, but it's not. Well, now it is. Okay. It was grayed out before. And then next one. This is a D minor. Then it goes to also same thing. And then it goes to F. And then it goes to A. And what is this? G. Oh. Let's see here. F. F and D. So F and D on the bar. And then here was A. No, this is F. Back to F. A. D. D minor. And this is also D minor. Okay. No. G and then D. Okay. Good. That's a good, nice reference point. So here, when I'm doing my chords, good. Okay. So, hey Florence, how are you doing, man? It's good to see you. Yeah, Silk library from East West. Yeah, I mean, I guess the advantage Jade has over the East West stuff, it's more recent. It's so better technology. Um, I would say Jade has just better expression overall, but I remember I have Raw. I don't have Silk, but from what I've compared the two, Raw. I mean, the East West stuff has some maybe advantages in terms of like extra articulations, but the playability factor is what gets me on Jade. Okay, wrong chord there, so I'll fix that. Back to F. Let's go higher. Seven? Yeah, so we're on F still. That's kind of cool too, changing that chord. Maybe we'll do that. Happy mistake. Okay, so yeah, I'll do a G and then D. Should I make it major? A major? No, I'll do minor. Okay. Maybe I'll change this last note here to not a tremolo but a sustain. So let's go here. Tremolo, sustain, and so let's try that. Yeah, so let's try that. How do I do this? Because the key switching, that's what gets me sometimes. I have to press this and then go right into it. Yeah, so it stays in the tremolo, which is tricky. So, what should I do? Let's try that. Let's a little trick. Maybe it's gonna trick the program so I can go sustain right away. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's my slow intro, all right? And I'm gonna recycle this melody that I've written in the Arhu. So da na na na. Oops. Okay, yeah, so I'll have to remember that. Da-da. Okay, so plan is to now speed things up. So like it's like a slow movement. You know, something like that. Okay, here we go. Anything else to add in the beginning? Let's try. I mean, I kind of like that Ruan sound. I'm looking over here to see if there's something else. Okay, I'm gonna change that to G, A, so don't forget. It's kind of hard to hear the Arhu, so I'll bring that up just a bit. I think I'll change this to a different chord actually. I don't know if I'm liking that G chord. Maybe I'll do a suspended fourth. Like what if I did oops, like this. Oh yeah, but it's an A minor, huh? That works. I'll let that sink in a little bit and see if that sounds any better or worse later when I come back to it. All right, so let's see here. Gujing, Gujung. I'll just do like a little glissando effect somewhere in the beginning. Do 2 octaves of that. Something like that. Let's see how that pipe sounds, or pipa. That's cool too. That's kind of loud though, huh? Let's try again. 2, 3. Yeah, so on 1, 2, 3. No. 2, 3. Wrong note. Yeah, I'm not playing the pipa in a traditional sense, but that might be better. I'll do Gujing instead. Kind of like that, right? But better. Okay. Actually, And let's do this too. Bring the melody or the expression, all that stuff up. Yeah, and actually the more I put the mod up, the more vibrato it has, so maybe I'll just put it up here. That sounds better. Hey. Okay, cool. Something like that. Maybe not so much vibrato. Cool. Gujing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Hey Chris, how you doing, man? Thanks. Yeah, hey, maybe you can help me on the pronunciations on some of these instruments. For you who don't know, I'm actually Korean, so I don't speak a lick of Mandarin or Cantonese. I think, Chris, you speak Cantonese, right? So I know some of the words are probably different or pronounced differently, but you would still know a lot more than I would in terms of some of these other Mandarin type instruments. So going on, the Yangqin is also another option, you know, just for textures or whatever. They also have some really cool articulations, so I'm going to remind myself. Bounces. That's kind of cool too. So maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Thinking out loud here. Something like that. Okay, yeah. These are really hard to actually compose in, you know, both in notation form and also for just like programming it in. Partly just because my latency in the keyboard, it's really hard to be able to pull that off, but I'll do my best and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I think I might have to just start right at the beginning of that. A little slower at first. That's fun. I mean, whether that makes it to the cut, it's still really fun to just play around with. Brum, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, the metronome is throwing me off too, so what to do? What to do? Let's add maybe some percussion here. That might help me steer in the right direction. Something like that. Let's try that first. So I'll mute the young chin. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, it's cool. I'll just add some reverb on this. Okay. What if I went higher? Yeah, okay. I can even do some time stretching to make this even faster. Because I feel like this part could have been faster. So let's see. Yeah, something like that. And then the other thing is, trying to get it more even. This is really hard to do in programming. So one thing I could try is I can fix the lengths to something like this, or let's see. And then just kind of see how they look in relationship with each other. Let's do eighth notes. Or actually, excuse me, 32nd notes. There we go. So just see the distance they have, and then slowly compress them inwards. Okay. Like this stuff, oops, can go a little closer. Yeah, and then the volume, velocity. May not be the right sound, but that's kind of what I'm hearing in my head. Something like that. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. Volume can go higher. Yeah, let's try a different. Well, so I have this idea here, and then let's go over here, and then let's try a different sound. So. Okay. Whoop. Oh, another idea is I could go higher on all of these, and then just do it with a expression. Replace. Okay, let's try that. Okay, good. So I'll play around with the pi bun this time, and we'll make this kind of very reverbery. Maybe some delay. I'm thinking. How would delay sound? Let's do replica. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the video so far. Here we go. Something like that. Yeah, I mean, that sounds actually pretty good by itself. Okay. Let's maybe a dual. Let's see how a dual sounds. It's maybe too rattly. Has to be more solid sounding. Okay. Okay, and then just the last idea here. I also have this percussion instrument, which I don't know too much about. But that sounds like more of a clave to me. Okay, so just another idea there. Same idea, so percussion, reverb, whoop. And let's see if I muted that. Yeah, something like that. Ah, okay. So Muyu, and then Paibon, and the Ranat. I don't know which one sounds better, but I'm just gonna audition real quick. That sounds really good. I think I'll. They're actually all good, but I'll just do this one, and then for sake of time, let's move on. With the gong, should I add that to the mix? Yeah. Okay, so the first half on the keyboard here is my dagu, and the second half is the jagu. Okay, moving on. Good. So here, maybe I can exchange this. So let's say I copy this over here to a DZ, DG, DZ. And then then because it's woodwind, it's gonna behave a little differently. So let's try this. The attack is a lot more sharp. Okay, boom, 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 dun, 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 dun. So let's expand on that Zhong Ruan. Go to a different instrument. I'm gonna try to capitalize on all these instruments and showcase how they would sound. So I think from here, what I'm doing with this Zhong Ruan, that part, I'm gonna expand on this and move that voicing up to a different instrument. I'm thinking either the Yangqin or the Gujing. Like that. Oh, didn't record. Let's try again. Not too soft. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's try again. Okay. That didn't record over for some reason. A little too much. Yeah, so vibrato here is good to have, but sometimes maybe too much. Okay. So, and then dun, 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 dun. So let's add a extra beat. We'll go 5/4. Okay. So from here, this is like that fermata. Dun dun dun. Jum ba dum bum 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 ba dum bum bum. So either ensemble or let's do ensemble. So this will be bigger. Oh, how fast should I go actually? Where is my tempo track? There it is. Let's go like 130. All right. I'm thinking Kung Fu Panda, something like this. Action adventure right here. That'll be fun. Let's do the bass line first. I think getting some harmonic stuff would be nice. So we'll have to do the bass core. There's some pizzicato. I think that'd be nice. Okay, yeah, let's go G on this. And okay, good. Oops. Dun 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 dun, something like that. So we're going pits on those, okay. Get rid of that. Can I go that high? Maybe not. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll just double the octaves here too. Tom, into the wild? Yeah. Into the unknown valleys. Okay, so dun 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 or dun 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 okay. Okay. Alright, so change this out to merge. And let's record. Oh, you know what? I might as well just program this. So, da da da. Yeah. And then go to G. Am I doing this right? Yeah. So move this over. Whoop. Sorry, I'm all jumpy. I'll get rid of this so you can see better. Dun 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 dun. All right. Good, good, good. I hope you can hear what I'm hearing. If not, that's okay. I'll be crazy myself, all by myself. Okay, so okay, and just to tie in with the melody in the beginning, it doesn't have to be exact, but I just want to make sure I'm using some elements here. Oh, maybe I should start it sooner. Okay, change chorus real quick. So. Okay, let's do an intro and change that to one. Yeah, this isn't exactly on the grid, is it? So that's gonna be a challenge. Okay, let me go back and think about it for you. Okay, so I do need to be on the grid for this to work. Let's realize. So let's do a time warp. Let's move. Oh, wait, do I need to? I think I need to change all my instruments to. What do you call? I haven't done this in a while. Oh yeah, so time-based modes. Okay, so let's just do this real quick. I don't have a lot of instruments here, so I can do this pretty quick if I just do that. 1, 2. And that. Okay, so I think I got most of them. I don't think these will be affected in the beginning, so I think I'm okay there. Oh, what the? Okay, so weird mistake when I went click happy. So let me just go back, do this fix. I know there's a shortcut, and I normally would spend time to get that shortcut going. But for sake of time, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, let's go one more time. Whoop. All the fun stuff here. Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun. Okay. Okay, starting here. 1, 2, and 1 and 2. There's your 2. 1, 2. 2 and 3. And there you go. And 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Ooh, it's really slow. Yeah, that's good. That's good enough. Okay. Bring that over there. Okay. And then I'm thinking where to start that. Let's see. Go back to music mode. Yeah, so if you guys just saw what I did, I just mapped the tempo to something that has more rubato feel, which takes some time sometimes. It's very time consuming. Let's do a let's use that. Okay, so starting on beat 3, let's just do 2, 4. Okay. Alright, and then this is all jacked up, so let's go like that. Okay, I think we're on the grid. Going on. Let's add our melody. So Gujang, Yangjin, or the pipa is what I'm thinking. Let's try the pipa. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing in my head. Okay, so let's try it. Yeah, right there. So it's kind of fast. I don't know if I can perform that fast. So I'm gonna go slower. Let's go 100. One, two. Okay, let's try it. Record. Oh, right on the beat. So 2 beats. Okay. Oops. Ah, I keep messing up. Let's try that. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Dum dum. Now full tempo. Okay, and tempo is a little funky. Oh, I see what I did. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Let's also make sure my volume isn't too loud. Right about there. All right. Dun 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 dun. I like that part. I'm gonna try to add that element into this. Okay. Too much vibrato. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Dun 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 1 2 dun dun and then start here. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay, so pits is kind of heavy, but like I'm thinking a little lighter feel, right? Dun, dun. It could be quieter. Dun 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 gun 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 dun gun gun dun gun. Okay, yeah, I have an idea. Okay, first chord. Da 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 da. Okay, good. And then I'll have to automate this. Okay, replace, that's why. And then here, same thing. Oops, wrong spot. Okay, good. Boom, jump, 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 jump. I need the chucks now. Hey, Florent, why not a gong on bar 12 instead of the dagu jagu? Okay. Yeah, I could. I mean, I think I will. Let me come back to that actually. So now what I need is some chucks. What would be good? It would be like a plucked instrument, right? It could be plucked arhu. It could be plucked. Yeah, let's do plucked arhu. I think they have it. Let's see. Staccato. Okay, they do have plucked arhu. Good. So, what's nice about the Jade ensemble? I didn't really go over Jade ensemble too much, but they have arhu 1 and arhu 2, which is kind of like violin 1, violin 2, and then the Jianghu is like the viola. So that's I really like how they, you know, thought of it as like a Western composer and how we would orchestrate that. So the pizzicato will sound like that, and I can do that for all of them. Let's see. Okay, good. This will be interesting. Yeah, something like that. Okay, let's put the chords in so I don't forget. So we have G. Then we have D, F. Da -da 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 -da, da -da -da. D minor. Let's make that sound because I'm doing that. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we have D minor, G, D minor. Nope. Let's try again. Okay, right here, this is C. Nope, D minor. Oops. Oops. What am I doing here wrong? Okay, that part is right. That's a G. I was right the first time. Okay, alright. Fun, fun, fun. Let's put these pizzicatos in. I could do it all in one, and then go from there, orchestrate it. Or let's solo these. Oh wow, the Mon Korean is cool too. A lot of options. Let's go lower. Okay, and we'll have to go slower. Oops, it's not recording the key switch. Let's try it again. Okay. Oh, that was bad. Let's go ahead and quantize that though. Alright. Okay. Good. Okay, so that's the the viola equivalent, Jonghu, and then Erhu 2 and 1. So what I'll do is I'll play around with the sounds here, but I'll just go ahead and do this. I think I need to also put the key switch in. It's already in there. Okay, good. Let's redo that. Okay, let's go faster now. Cool. I mean, that pizzicato for that's fun. I mean, we could do like a guitar thing too, so maybe I'll add that in as well. Okay, done. This should go pretty fast. Let's go to 8th notes. Alright, and then here we go. Let's copy that whole thing. Bum, dun. Is it G minor? I think it's G minor. Okay, so not G, but G minor. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, how would it sound an octave higher? No. Okay, good. So then it goes C. We're in D minor, so it's C. Or okay, let's do that. Go back to G. No, actually, that's the wrong note. Dun 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 dun. Okay, what else? Okay. And then these pizzicato notes, should I change that up to, I mean, I'm actually thinking maybe the morns can also double up, so boom. Here we go. On this one I will do 2 notes. Oh, where did that go? Did I do the wrong one? Okay. Alright, and the last thing, maybe we can do some automation there. Okay. Alright. Okay, yeah, gong. So, Florence suggested some gong. Oh, let's try it. Yeah, I triggered the wrong one. That's a short gong. I like that right there. Okay. Alright. How loud should that be? I don't know. Let's see. Let's put that in. Okay. So definitely percussion. We'll add a percussion line in, and then we'll add the melody as well. So that's probably all the time I'll have. Here we go. Should I do percussion first, or let's try that. Let's just do the melody actually. Yep, I like that. Volume. Don't. Oh yeah, there's that melody in here. Okay. Yeah, that's the melody right there, right? So should I tremolo that? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. So I like recording things a little slower, just because I'm not the best at playing lines right away on the first take. But it'll make things just more relatively accurate. One, two, three. Okay, and then that chord doesn't really work. Okay, let's change that. And then it goes to should I change the chord? Okay, so A. Doom, doom. I like the G. It actually works with the A, huh? Maybe I have to change that second half. So just bass right now, bass core. Okay, there you go. There's the A. And then here, oops. Let's go G to A. To A major. Let's see. A minor probably. Okay, G minor and A minor. Or it could just stay in G and go lower. Or D minor, I mean. Yeah, D minor. That's what it is. It's funny when you're composing something like this and you're discovering the chords as you go. Sometimes that happens. There you go. Okay. I'll just stick with the C. So, dun, 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 dun. All right. Hey, thanks for watching. Take care now. Boom. Make it more finale here on D minor. Is that G? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yes, and then the last tweak on this accompaniment part, hey, when this happens, alright, there you go, is to go dum dum, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, good. One more tweak. Dun, dun. Yeah, let's do that. And then here. Dun, 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 dun. Change that last chord to match the melody. Dun 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 dun. Let's go higher. Like that. Okay, let's go faster. Yeah, and of course there'd be more to this. I'm curious to see how this would pan out. We are getting close to the time frame here, so maybe I'll do a part 2 on this one because I'd really like to see where this would go. So tune in for another live stream next week. I'm gonna keep going for the next 10 minutes, but I'll have to run after this. As far as orchestration, this is very much kind of a pseudo Chinese type of like opera track, reminiscent of movies like Kung Fu Panda and things like that. So hope you're liking it so far. I know a lot of this stuff is a slow process to form, but a lot of fun. Okay, let's add percussion in. Okay. Yes. Before I add percussion, let's see if I can double this with something else. Just because I feel like that part needs a little bit more in the beginning. So how about some Yang Chin? I'm just gonna double it, see how that sounds. Maybe octave lower actually is good. Let's see. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Boom. Three, four. Okay. And then what else? Can I bounce this? So like if I don't have to do all of them, but let's hear how that sounds. Oh, oops. Wait, something's not playing. Okay. I think this can go up as well as this. Huh, doesn't want to sound though. Whoa, that's weird. The key switching is acting kind of weird. I don't think it's the program as much as just my end here. Let's see. Maybe it just doesn't have anything. Okay, so it's 2. That's why. Okay, sorry, that's my end. So yeah, so these are supposed to be bounces. I just programmed it wrong. So it should be here. And it should play now. Yeah, so maybe I'll just do that last note. That's kind of cool. That sounds good. Okay, and then the pipa or pipa, we have sus, and then I could do that. That's kind of cool. Okay. All right, and the last part of this is just adding percussion. So I have a few minutes. I'll go maybe just a little over to finish this line here with percussion. All right. Something like that. Yeah, and then it'd be fun to like do another section where the percussion gets like busier, along with adding something there. So that would be fun. I'm looking forward to that next week. I'll do it next week, to be fully announced, but unofficially next week. So stay tuned for that. Let's add some dagu and zagu stuff. So what I'll do is I'll slow it down again. So I'll have to add it right on 12. So a little taste for the next time that on that on that last hit. Okay, so what do we have? We have that. And then here, am I in 16th notes? Or 8th notes actually. Okay, I'll speed it up so I can hear in real time. Solo. So the question is, which rhythm did I like the most? So, dum, dum. So maybe I'll move. Cut. Now on the grid. Okay, now I'm on the grid. So what should we do? Let's put the velocity down. Okay, so starting from 14 and on, I can copy and paste maybe the best 2 measures or 4 measures. That's kind of cool. And then I like this. Oh, boom, ka. That's wrong. Like that. No, I gotta do 16th notes. Boom, ka. Okay, so let's do that line for the last part. Is it 4 measure phrases? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that should be good. Let's put this here, and then put this there. Actually, I'm hearing that here. Okay. So then let's do this instead. Okay, let's hear how that sounds in context. Good. So I noticed that the bass line and my drums are not matching up. It probably should match up. So what I do, either make it less busy and then make it grow on the second half. So bring the drums or tone the drums down like that, so it's matching the bass line here. Okay, so starting 15. Let's see. Oh, sorry. You know what? I had my measures mixed up. 15 is where the melody starts. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do. Let's go like this. Let's see. Let's. Something, yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Do. But maybe not so deep. Do. Yeah, this is like this, the actual sides. Maybe I'll just do all of them. These, like, so F sharp to about B is the same note. So, and it's round robin, so it just kind of, it just goes from there. So I think that sounds really good. And then one more percussion element, either some cymbal, this one would be nice. Good. Okay. It's kind of cool. Alright. Like that. Whatever note that was. There. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, and here should be busier. So, go ahead and trigger happy here. There you go. Bum. That's awesome. Okay. Chan, 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 chan. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. And you know, that's kind of cool too. I could add that somewhere here. Okay, there we go. See if I can do one pass. Okay. Make sure they're nice and pretty looking. Yep. And this can go up. Yeah, okay. That should do it for today. So, I will go ahead and play back this entire thing for you guys. I have a few notes here. Let's see. Redden Beats. Hey Josh, thoughts on Guy Michael Moore? Love from Australia. Yeah, man. Guy Michael Moore is one of the biggest educators in this industry right now, as far as kind of the the live stream and composing type of education. His company ThinkSpace is doing a lot of great stuff. I love watching his videos. I think he's the man. So as far as what I like to do is eventually would like to expand on what I do with the live streams and my tutorials, and eventually would like to also create a course for all of you guys, something that would be in the vein of virtual orchestration in different styles. So anyways, I digress. I will go ahead and play you guys this entire track. Enjoy. Okay, great. So total amount of time I spent about 30 minutes on introducing this library, which is fantastic, by the way. Jade, Ethnic Orchestra by Stressov Sampling. Highly recommend it if you're looking into composing music in this style. Also, if you guys haven't checked out my book, I wrote a book called 10 Tips on Becoming a Better Composer. Link in the description below. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy. I will continue part two probably next week. So, stay tuned. If you guys want to hear announcements on my live streams, you can subscribe to my newsletter, and I will be sure to have you guys be the first ones to know. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.